Welcome everyone. Welcome to this video. I'm Karen, and today we're going to be talking about my 40-pound transformational weight loss. So I am very excited to share with you some of the different things that helped me along the way and what really was my own personal experience, right? So I am still continuing to lose weight. I am still working on my weight. It will be a lifelong process, right? So we don't want to be in a situation where we're hopping on a diet, hopping off a diet, right? We want to learn some new techniques, a new way of living, a new way of eating, so we can implement this and put it in our life for our lifestyle for longevity so we can just carry it throughout, right? And none of this hopping on and hopping off. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I also want to share with you my dry brushing bar, which you can find on my website. I'll link it in the description. This is one that I purchased, and we have one similar to this on the website that you'll be able to purchase for little money. It's very inexpensive. And I used it this morning before my shower. I finally remembered. And it just feels so nice. Just when you dry brush your body, you just feel like this little tingling sensation come over you, and it's just so exciting. Like it has to be doing something good, right? So it's supposed to help with circulation, and it just really makes you feel good. So I took my shower, packed on plenty of lotion, and it just made my skin feel so nice. Not only is it helping to get rid of some of the dead skin cells, and the really ugly looking skin, when it starts to get dry from winter and it just needs like buffed out, this thing works great for that. And then you put lotion on, and it helps you to really heal your body, your skin, and it just feels so nice and such a luxury. This is such a luxury item because what it can do for you to make your skin feel so much more healthier. And when you put the lotion on afterwards, so much more hydrated, and it helps with circulation. So if you suffer from lack of circulation, maybe in your legs or hands or something like that, and it did feel so good on my hands. I really took time to like brush my hands and my feet and my legs all the way up. You brush everything towards your heart, right? And to help with your circulation. And I tell you, I'm standing by this one, and because it works for me and it makes me feel good. And when something makes me feel good, I want to come and share it with you guys because you guys are my favorite people out here. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you like the content I share here, please like and subscribe. We always have to say that because we need that algorithm to get going, right? We need you to put a comment below or a emoji below, something to help the algorithm know that there's people watching, right? So please do that. I would really love you for that. That would be extra special. But I love more than anything is bringing you all the tips and tricks that I have learned through my 40-pound weight loss journey. And I still have a ways to go, but it's such a nice feeling when you look in the mirror and you're starting to see something that you really like, right? Because we all know how much disappointment there is early on in losing weight, right? We look in the mirror and we don't see what we want to see. We don't see the person that we recognize anymore, and we just don't. We get on the scale and the numbers aren't what we want, and there's just so much disappointment that comes along with weight loss. But you have to be strong, and you have to be able to struggle through those situations and know that you are important and you are worthy of weight loss. And I want everyone here to win at weight loss because it's important to me and it's important to you. And therefore, we're going to continue and we're going to beat this channel. So we have tons of content here, and we have products here that can help you guys become your best self, right? So let's get started. Okay, so one was my 40-pound weight loss transformation to get healthier, right? So one was I started with a healthier mindset first. So I had to get my head in the game. I come home from the doctor, I was all shook up. I was an emotional wreck because they're calling me obese and my feelings were hurt and all of this, and it just felt so overwhelming for me, and like, you shouldn't be eating this and you shouldn't, la 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 la. You have to lose weight. You have to get your blood pressure down. You have to eat less sugar. You have to this and have to. And and you could go one way or the other, right? So I was in like mad and like, should I just give up and just like eat whatever the heck I want for the rest of my life? Just forget it, right? But then, my good brain started to show up and it said, you can't do yourself like that. You love yourself too much and you have to get a hold of this thing called obesity, and you have to uh, go about it in a nice, loving way. And you have to pamper yourself and you have to listen to yourself and you have to really start doing some of the right things. So yeah, so you have to get your mindset together. And it took me a day or two or three to like really think that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to start eating right, I'm going to start exercising, I'm going to start doing all the things that I need to do to fight this thing, right? So I had to get my head in the game. And the same thing for you. If you're suffering from being overweight, you also are going to have to at first get your head in the game. And if you don't get your head in the game, it's really, really difficult to like try to manage all of this, right? Because it can be overwhelming. So, and I wondered if I could keep going in the same direction that I was going in, eating out, buying carry out, eating fast food, having milkshakes every week, doing all these different things, sitting on my bum and not getting the exercise that I need, right? All these things, like, how long can I keep going this way, right? Babying myself. And I had to step up, right? So, and I wondered if I can keep feeling this way because I was feeling really bad, right? Because my blood pressure was too high. And then, can I really think I can get healthier without changing my habits? Do you think you can? No, you can't. I'm so sorry to tell you, but you cannot do that. So you have to be able to really start putting your head in the game and really start thinking about your life and your longevity and all of that. So, number two, I had to look at food differently. So I started looking at food as my fuel for my body instead of looking at food as I want this, I want that, I want, like babying myself with sweets and babying myself with all the things that I wanted, right? Well, you can't do that. If you want to get healthy, you have to be able to tell yourself no. You have to be able to change out some of your food and you have to start eating healthier. So I had to start choosing different food to cook and eat and different foods to shop for. I was starting to eat vegetables that I never even heard of before. And I started eating them and I started like just changing everything about the way I would feed myself. And then I had to research the healthy foods and types of foods that worked with me to lose weight and not against me. Sometimes we choose foods that work against us. So we have to choose foods that work with us. And then it becomes a much more easier, more manageable. So, number three, I started moving my body each morning, really walking and putting in the effort. I walk more than I was before that. And then floor exercises. I love floor exercises. I just love like later at night and you just put a blanket on the floor or put down your workout mat or whatever and you just start laying there stretching, moving your body, and it's kind of a lazy way to exercise, but it really does get you stronger. And it when your blood pressure's high and you're trying to stand up and do a lot of these different things, it plays it's hard. I'm going to say that it's hard when your blood pressure is so sky high and they don't want you to exercise. So I had to just lay on the floor, and I started doing some exercises. I started doing some crunches. I started doing push-ups. I started doing a lot of these exercises that really helped strengthen me to where I am now. Like, I see light at the end of the tunnel. I see that I'm going to get to my goal weight this year. Especially, it's just now coming up on spring and summer. That's fantastic for me, right? And I can get out and walk more. I can work in my yard and my garden more and just get more steps in a day. Helps us so much, right? And then number no. Oh, and then I also, not only the floor exercises, but I started tracking my steps. So I have this app that I use that tracks my steps. So I can punch into this app called LifeSum, and it already, from my Apple Watch, it already records what steps I walk. And so that's really nice. And then you can go on the app and you can actually manually put in more exercises that you did. Maybe you didn't have your watch on or what have you. You can work with it, and it is so nice to be able to do that and to know what you are walking, right? So when I start walking, there's probably about 10, I'd say about 7 to 10 minutes. When I start walking, a notice comes across my phone and says, do you want to track these steps, and then you just punch yes, and it'll track the steps and it'll track how much you do. And then when you're done walking, then you can go on it and shut it off. And then you can see, and it has a record of what it is you walked. And it makes it so nice. And you can go in this LifeSum app, also lifesum.com app or whatever, and you can go in there and I go on there, and that's how I count my calories. I actually do both, and which is a little monotonous and a little bit more time consuming, but I actually punch in some my calories for the day on the LifeSum app, and then I also write it down also, so I have a hard copy of it, and that way I just kind of like match the two up, so I'm kind of getting a pretty accurate reading, and to me, counting calories is fun. Like it's kind of like you're trying to stay within a parameter, right? You're trying to stay within a certain scope of calories. So you get down to, like, maybe you can have 300 calories left for the end of the day, and you're like, now what can I have that I cannot go over, but I still have to count it, I still have to watch, and it's kind of I don't know how you would describe it. It's kind of like a game, I guess. It's kind of like, can I do this for the day? Can I stay within my realm, right? Can I stay within my calorie count, right? And it just is, to me, it becomes fun, It becomes sort of like a competition with yourself. Like, can I do this? Can I find something that I really want to eat, but also is it I only eat enough to where I don't go over my calories, right? And so I like it. I like it because I know the results you get from it. And when you stay on your numbers, when you stay on target, you can just drop weight overnight. You can just keep dropping weight when you stay within your numbers. And my program talks all about that, and I help you along with it as well. But anyway, I actually like counting calories. There's some people out there like, oh, you can have this, that, and the other thing. I would go crazy with that stuff, and I would go off. I would go overboard, right? And I would never get to my goal weight, right? So I have a system, and I know it works, and I can already see change. From Christmas time, I picked up a little weight, so I had to like get down again, right? So I'm getting back to where I was like at Christmas time. So before Christmas time. So, it backed me up a ways, but hey, we're all human, and we just have to go from there, right? So, yeah, so I'm thrilled with what I'm doing, and I know for a fact I am going to get the rest of this weight off. So, number 4, I started shopping for healthier foods, and I read every single food label that came into my kitchen. And I can't stress that enough. So every time I would read a label, I would be shopping with my husband or I'd be shopping with my son. because I didn't feel that good, but I wanted to always keep going to the store because I wanted to read the labels myself. I wanted to pick and choose the foods I know I could have, right? Not just what they're going to bring home to me. I wanted to be able to see what was out there that was new and different and but still healthy, right? So I had to choose foods that were low sugar and low sodium. And what I did is I put a number in my head of how much sodium uh, in a product that I would buy, right? And if it had too much of that number, too much higher than the number that I chose, then I would put it down. And then the same thing goes for sugar. If it had over a certain amount of grams of sugar in that product, I put it down and I'll find something else, right? So that's what I did, and I was strict about it. So that's what helped me. And then I chose foods with high protein and lots of vegetables. I made soups, and I made lots of meals that are just totally vegetables. And that's what really started changing my life around, right? And still to this day, I'm still eating lots and lots of healthy vegetables. And sure, I have my treats from time to time, but I know now what I can have and how much. And I have still picking a little bit too much sugar, not real sugar stuff, but still depending on imitation sugary things, right? So I'm really trying to corral that habit, right? Try to break that habit. And it's just the stuff that I love, and I have to stop doing that. And so we all are individuals, and we all will find different faults of our own, right? And if we learn how to overcome those or to replace them with a healthier food or a healthier snack or something, we can get through it. We can get past that, right? So number 5 is I started tracking my calories. So I track my total calories every day, and I also some days track my sodium intake. When I know I'm going to have something with a little bit of sodium, then I have to watch how much. Like if I will have like a store-bought soup, I like soups. If I would have a store-bought soup or something like that, I will have to read that, like how much can I have? And most of the time what I have to do is to cut the serving size so I only get half of what they're saying the serving size is. That's how I've learned to cut the sodium. So whatever the serving size is, cut that in half and then have it with some lettuce or have it with some spinach or have it with, a boiled egg or whatever, just cut the sugar. So that's what I learned to do. And then number 6 is I got serious with myself and the bond I have with myself to tell myself no when I needed to. So inside our program, we also have a uh, exercise in there that we really build on helping you build that inner core bond with yourself. So you're able to tell yourself no. You're able to pass up the sweets. There's could be sweets all over the counter and stuff, but that you can't have those, and you have to be able to tell yourself no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to blow what I've got going on, right? And it really is it's so rewarding when you go through the process of telling yourself and building that bond with your inner core, and it really can help you through a lot of situations that are you know will be pulling at your sweet strings or whatever it is you like, whatever. Maybe you like red meat, maybe you like I don't know exactly what, but something that's probably not the healthiest, it just depends, and so for each person it's going to be different, and each person will have to go through this little exercise and process to build their own bond within themselves, right? That's something that someone on the outside can't do for you. You have to do that yourself, and it's a great tool once you build that bond and you're able to walk past things and get through things and not have those constant cravings pulling you backwards, right? So then it helped me to build a strong bond within myself to not eat the sweets, right? And then it helped me to tell myself no when I wanted to eat out. So a lot of times my husband is always pulling at me. He loves to eat out. and it's something that I can't do. So, we have to make sure that we build this bond up, not only with ourselves, but we build these bonds, these boundaries up with people that we live around or with or whatever, that want to bring us food and want to cater to our issue, right? They want to bring us stuff, that's their way of saying, I love you, I'm thinking about you and all this. But I've told my family, please don't bring me food. If you want to do anything for me, you just have to, cook something that's like vegetable like, or like meat that is like fish or seafood or something like that that I like, right? With no salt and things like that. So that's what helps me, not the buying out and all the other food, so yeah, so that's what helps. And then it helped me to tell myself no when I wanted to eat out. Okay, we did that. And then so number 7 is drink more water daily. I would add lemon or orange or lime to my water just to drink more and to get more down within a day. And then I would make iced tea, or like a sun tea in the summer. That's really delicious. And then I would add sugar-free stevia if I felt I needed it. Or I would get those. I haven't been doing them lately, except for I did put one in my yogurt the other day. But in my water, I would put those Crystal Light little things, the packets that you can put in there to flavor the water, and they're 0 calories. I would do that. Back then, I did a lot of that, and then I kind of got off of that sweet drink kick. I was drinking 1 can of pop a day of a diet pop. I got off of that kick, and I am not doing that anymore. So it's just, as you go through the process, it's just like you just change some of your routines and you just change some of your habits. And as you go along in the program and you go along with your wellness, um, your healthier lifestyle, you will, begin to see yourself, like wean yourself off of different things, right? So now mine is like, I've been doing so much better with the stevia and sugary stuff. So I've been doing a little bit better, but there are times where, I just want something, and so I have to work on that. And but other than that, it's been going really, really good. And I cannot complain. And I still have a ways to go to lose a little more weight, but and then to firm up and to get healthier and stronger. But I can tell that I am getting stronger all the time, because my Airbnb, um I was working it all last summer, and there would be times where I'm running up and down the stairs because it's a 2-story. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs, 3 bedrooms downstairs, and it just takes a lot of cleaning. And there would be times last year when I was over there cleaning that I'd have to carry the vacuum upstairs, and I would be winded. I was like, oh my God. And then I would, have to go up and down, like bring up towels and bring up coffee or whatever it is. You just have to stock the place. And I would be like worn out. Well, I worked over there yesterday, and it's like, it was no big deal. Like I went down the stairs probably 10 times, and it didn't bother me. My heart wasn't like, whoa, 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 going, and it was like so much easier. So I know just from last fall, we still had people in there in the fall, from last fall until now, I can feel myself getting stronger. I can feel my blood pressure getting better. Just like today before this video, I'm up here in my office today. And before, when I would come up here, it's like I didn't want to climb the flight of stairs, right? It's like my heart would just be pounding, and it doesn't do that anymore. Like I went up and down the stairs like 3, 4 times before I made this video, and it didn't do that. And I'm like, wow, it didn't do that. I'm like, God, I'm getting better. And I was just so happy. Like it really, this food that is our medicine really does help us. And I can't stress it enough, because there's a lot of you on here that are listening sometimes, but not really listening fully. You're like going through my video and you're not like really paying attention to what I'm saying. And it could really, really change your life. And I want you to be able to change your life. I want to help you if that's what you want. And but it is just amazing how much And sometimes we don't connect the two. Like what we eat is what we become and what we are, and what we choose is like holding us back from our best self and all of that. And it really it clicks, right? It just really clicks. And if you're struggling with obesity and you're struggling with being overweight, I really hope that you will look over my program. You will like get started on a program and get started in doing something. You can even go to my website, and I have a short 5 video little sequence of a little weight loss plan. That's to get your head in the game. That's to get you motivated and to get a start. It's not the whole program. It's not going to show you everything, but it's a good way to motivate you to say, hey, I need to do something here. The way that I've been running my life is not working. I need to change my lifestyle, and I want to live to be healthier. I want to be like Karen. I want to be healthier and vibrant and be able to do all the things that I love to do and feel younger again, right? And we all want that, right? And so it is a wonderful program, and I hope that you guys will give me the opportunity to book a call with me and to let me talk to you about it, and to see if it's something that you and I could do to work together and to get you in a better place. And I would sure love that. I would love to meet any of you out there. And I just want to say, thank you so much for all my new subscribers. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. I want the best for you guys. I wouldn't bring you stuff or information here that isn't true, that isn't to best of my knowledge, that isn't true or anything like that. I want you guys to live a healthy and full life, and I want you to be able to enjoy your life, not sit there in misery and sit there in feeling sorry for yourself that nothing's working and you just can't get down and you just can't like get your weight off. I want you to be able to really get your weight off, start seeing the scale move, start seeing different changes in your life. It'll be so exciting to be on video with you and to say, how's this week going, and you tell me that I lost a few pounds and I am feeling better. I can do this now that I couldn't do before, and I can, I'm giving up the sweets, or I'm giving up the alcohol, or I'm giving up whatever it is. And you found replacements and stuff for it. So it really is an awesome program. I don't know how more people don't like reach out to me and say, hey, I want this. I want to feel better. I want to feel better, and those are my clients, the people who are starting to have health issues because of the weight, and the people who are 50 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight. Those are my people. Those are the people who really desperately need my help. It's not the person who wants to lose 5 pounds or 25 pounds. It's the people who have witnessed and seen their health deteriorating, and they need to come back from that, right? And so I'm here from you and here for you. Sorry. And I would be honored to be your coach, and I'd be honored to work on your obesity just as well as mine, right along with you, and help you get the results that you deserve. You totally deserve it. And so that's all I have today. You can also go and check out the brush on my website. I'll put it in the description. And there's many other healthy, clean makeup products there. There's also a lot of skincare products there. They sound wonderful. I can't wait to use some of them myself and to make an order. And they are amazing. And I want you to go there and pamper yourself with some really nice products that can enhance yourself and make you feel good about yourself. So thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to talking to you guys all in the next video. Bye for now. Please subscribe. I would really appreciate that too. Thank you. Bye-bye.